This rest in peace tribute to Rafael Garcia, arguably the best Cutman in boxing. If Stitch Duran's the best, I said Cutman, hand rapper in boxing. You know what I mean? If Stitch Duran's the best Cutman in boxing, then Rafael Garcia has to be hands down the best hand rapper in boxing. This guy, arguably, could say is the one who basically saved the man Floyd Mayweather's career, you know what I mean? When Floyd Mayweather himself said, once, if you lose confidence in your hands, then you might as well retire, you know what I mean? But the man, Rafael Garcia, he passed away at the age of 88 due to complications from leukemia. This is a legendary hand rapper right here. I've seen him train fellas, rap fellas' hands like in the corner of Chad Dawson. Even as far back as fellas like Alexis Arguello, Roberto Duran. I've even seen him with the great Puerto Rican legend Wilfredo Gomez. So this guy's paid his dues, man. Over decades in the sport of boxing. You check it, this guy right here, Rafael Garcia, is the truth, man. Even hand raps fellas like what's his name? Guy from Vegas, Jesse Vargas, you know what I mean? When Jesse Vargas, he's a guy, I think Jesse Vargas, this is his godfather, Rafael Garcia, So apparently, this man's health started to decline after he got stung more than 100 times by some bees, you know what I mean? I don't know how that happened. I don't know if he was trying to knock over a beehive, trying to get honey, but getting stung 100 times for any human being could be fatal, you know what I mean? That could be fatal, man. I know what it is to get stung up, man. Remember when I used to cut my lawn and things, you know what I mean? Man, that was crazy, man. I used to have a little trash bin where I used to like throw the grass in, and then I'd put the grass in the little trash bin when I mow it from the lawnmower. When the lawnmower bag collects it, then I throw the grass in a little trash bin. And one summer when I came back to do, because out on the East Coast, you don't do your lawn 12 months out of the year. Yeah, I mean, when spring comes around, that's when you start doing your grass or cutting your grass again. And I went in there to throw away the old grass from last year, from the time last year when I'd cut the grass. And I put my hand in the trash, in the little trash bin to collect the grass to toss it out. Oh my gosh, man! Don't you know there was some bees under that joint? There was some bees under that dried grass. It looked like hay, basically. You know what I mean? And I had no shirt on, and it was summertime. You know what I mean? Cutting the grass in the spring is hot. Man, don't you know them them bees, man, they attacked me, dogs. They came at me, they stung me up, you know what I mean? I had stings on my back, on my hands, so I know how it is, and for a man who's in his 80s to being late 80s getting stung up by 100 bees, hey man, that could be fatal. Not only that, he had a heart attack about 2 weeks ago, and then he got hospitalized and got diagnosed with leukemia. So the man's health was declining, you know what I mean? And he passes away at the age of 88. So I just want to send a big rest in peace shout out to the man Rafael Garcia. I remember Floyd's fight with Carlos Hernandez, when the only credible knockdown, and the man ain't getting knocked down, but on Floyd Mayweather's career, only time he's hit the canvas, and um what you call it, a knockdown. The man broke his hand. Floyd broke his hand on Carlos Hernandez's hard head, you know what I mean? And in my opinion, those were the reasons why Floyd Mayweather retired twice in the mid 2000s and had to come back and fight fellas like Roberto Ortiz and these type of fellas. I said, what's the guy's name? Victor Ortiz, excuse me. Or when he retired the first time and came back and fought Juan Manuel Marquez. It's because the man had hand problems. That's why he went to do Dancing with the Stars and do WWF, knock out Big Show and whatnot. But it's because of this man right here, Rafael Garcia, that made Floyd prolonged his career to a 50-0 record, 27 KOs. Chad Dawson used to also have Rafael Garcia as his cut man. And it's just it's a sad loss for this gentleman right here, Rafael Garcia. Always known for having them those pins on his head, you know what I mean? Numerous pins on his head, you know what I mean? So, big rest in peace to the man, Rafael Garcia. You will be missed, man. Hey, true boxing fans know what you've done for boxing. That's why you're in the Hall of Fame in Canastota, New York, International Boxing Hall of Fame. And you're the best at what you do, man. And Floyd's retired. Hopefully, he passed his skills on of hand wrapping fighters to the younger generation, you know what I mean? So the legacy can continue. Be Marsh Boxing, leave your thoughts and comments. And let me know what you think about Rafael Garcia and pay homage to the man. It's only right. Be Marsh Boxing. Thanks for listening. I'm gone. One.